Now, new whistleblower documents getting closer to President Biden, claiming that he was involved in his son's alleged criminal empire. Republican Senator from Iowa Chuck Grassley sent a letter to the Attorney General, FBI Director, and U.S. Attorney David Weiss in Delaware, claiming the FBI currently has mountains of evidence implicating both Hunter Biden and the president, connecting the two, and the GOP is rightfully calling for oversight and full transparency. For more on all this, let's welcome in Kentucky Congressman and ranking member of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer. Congressman, good morning. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
So let me read you a quote from this letter that Senator Grassley sent. It says, quote, "The FBI has significant, impactful, voluminous evidence with respect to potential criminal conduct by Hunter Biden and Joe Biden." Take us through what's going on here.
Well, Grassley's exactly right in asking the FBI for their information, because the question that those of us who have been on top of this Hunter Biden investigation for months now have is, where's the FBI in all this? I mean, why haven't they already charged Hunter Biden? Because Hunter Biden is a national security risk. We all know he's a shady business character. The problem is he's probably influenced his father in several important decisions. So he's compromised this White House. At the end of the day, with all the problems the FBI has, this is another big problem. It shows there's a double standard with the FBI and how they've treated Trump versus Biden.
Right.
And we want to know all the information that the FBI has on Hunter Biden. And then the next question will be, why haven't you done anything already?
Yeah, so that's interesting. You bring up a good point. I seem to notice that investigations looking into Republicans like Donald Trump, they move a whole lot faster, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And it's pretty sickening because so much of what they investigated Trump on was based on the Steele dossier, which we now know was complete fiction. And we know the FBI tried, even with $1 million, to somehow pull a rabbit out of the hat and make it somewhat credible. And it just wasn't credible. And now here we have credible information, not just from one or two whistleblowers. We have emails, we have text messages, we have audio tapes. And I know the FBI has things that I've been requesting. They have bank records. They have bank violations. They have even more. So, the question is, where's the FBI been all along on the Hunter Biden situation? Is it because it implicates Joe Biden? And if so, that's a problem. That is one of the biggest problems that our country could imagine right now. If the reason the FBI hasn't moved on Hunter Biden is because it directly implicates Joe Biden, then we've got a huge problem here on our hands.
Okay, Congressman, I got 3 questions for you, rapid fire, if you don't mind. If Republicans do take the House in November, do we see a special counsel appointed to look into Hunter Biden?
I hope not, because I believe we can do it on the Oversight Committee. I believe we can move faster than a special counsel. Look, Durham's finally making some progress, but how long has it taken Durham to make progress? The history of special counsels hasn't been very impressive. I think we can move fast. All we need are those bank records and the bank violations. Then I think we can really move at a rapid speed, faster than any committee that's in charge of investigations has moved in the past, because we've done so much preliminary work now. So I'm opposed to a special counsel, but I know a lot of my colleagues in the House support one.
Yeah, we keep hearing rumblings, particularly from Senator Grassley. If he gets reelected in Iowa, by the way, he's involved in a very close race there, that a special counsel would be appointed. Okay, January 6th committee, the curtain closed temporarily last week. Their final production there. If Republicans take the House, do you terminate the committee? Is that the end of this sham committee?
I would terminate the committee. I think it's time to move on. I think that the Democrats have spent a whole lot of time and a lot of tax resources on this committee. I don't know what their objective was other than to try to embarrass Donald Trump.
Right.
Look, January 6th was a bad deal. It's time to move on. We've got to focus on all the crises that the Biden administration has created. And we have to hold people accountable in a Republican majority, and we have to fix the policies that are broken because of Joe Biden.
Great point. Republicans would also have the power to terminate the subpoena that they voted for against the former president, Donald Trump, last week. They voted a perfect 9-0 to try and encourage Donald Trump to testify.
Well, I think that the January 6th committee needs to wrap up. They need to issue their final report and move on. We have other more pressing needs that we need to focus on in a Republican majority, like fixing all the problems that Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer have created.
Okay, when it comes to Hunter Biden, and we've heard about Hunter Biden for exactly 2 years. The laptop from hell, it made its debut as what we thought would be an October surprise 2 years ago. Didn't happen because big tech suppressed the story. The New York Post got deplatformed as a result of this, 2 weeks off Twitter. If this does implicate Joe Biden, could this lead to a possible impeachment in the House?
It could. And my job is to provide facts for the American people and for our Republican conference. I think we need to focus on policy in the very beginning. It's going to take a few months. We're going to have to depose people. We're going to have to get information, and then we're going to have to dig through this information. It's a lot of information that we requested. So I think that we can provide the facts, and then the conference can go from there. But it's not looking good for the Biden administration right now when it comes to oversight.
21 days away from those midterms, Congressman. We just covered a lot of ground. Appreciate it. Good to see you as always, Kentucky Congressman James Comer. Thank you.